Patman. Do you deliver sliced fucking bread in the morning?
Like Batman, but Patman. Pooperman. Captain.
Snake.
Captain Ireland. God, that doesn't work the same, does it?
No.
Like Captain America.
No.
Captain
Palander.
Sounds like a
Sounds
really
like
weird old
Strange
Jeep.
Welcome to the podcast. It's me, Chris and Siobhan. Listen to us talk about stuff or don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. It is episode 28. I am
shit.
here myself, and we have Siobhan in the corner shitting, and Chris is here as well. They're my twin sisters for our new listeners. I know there's a lot of new listeners out there. I'm Patrick. Short for Patrick. Not perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Some people are like, oh, what's Pa short for? It's short for perfect.
Perfect.
Because I'm perfect. And Chris and Siobhan are my twin sisters.
Are pretty
Who
perfect too.
Are 12 years older than me.
No, we're not. Stop telling lies.
We're 5 years younger.
5 years younger.
Come here, Mancha. So this week on my Instagram, I put up a thing and I said, what we talk about? Because someone, I don't know how it came up. Someone was talking about, a friend of mine was talking about her first douche.
Okay.
And I leave her name idle because I think the two of them are listening.
Oh,
but she
him
was-
and her.
Yeah. So I'll just give the bones.
Right.
But like in the first date,
You can't give it away now.
I won't say Sarah's name. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
On her
Weren't
first
they
date.
more foolish to give him the story in the first
Absolutely.
place? There's no promises here.
Rule number one.
Rule number one.
Don't. Yeah.
Don't talk. But she was like, don't tell anyone now, okay? I was like, just I won't.
I'm going to tell all 57 of our listeners.
Can you just look down the camera there while you're telling me?
Down the barrel.
So she said on the first date basically that there was kind of going away and then they were chatting away, eating their dinner or whatever, and he starts crying. Oh, Jesus.
Why?
On a first date.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Okay.
Starts talking about something and he starts crying.
What did he
would
start talking about?
panic?
I don't want to say.
Oh,
in
because
case
it might identify him. Well,
Okay,
well,
don't. We don't
Okay.
need those
he might-
details.
He might, but yeah.
Was it? Are we talking like therapist level?
It doesn't matter. There's no need for a cry on a first date.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
There was something else
Jesus
going on
Christ.
there.
Even if
Was he after coming from the therapist?
your favorite dog died, you can't.
I know, but
An
the
hour.
conversation might have gone in a direction that he wasn't expecting, and then all of a sudden his emotions are.
You don't go that deep on a first date.
Yeah, I know. We talk about like
Can
the
you
weather
imagine
and
it?
politics and.
Imagine
No.
my dog died. Oh my God, when did your dog die? 14 years ago.
I'm like, bye. See ya.
Boy, you guys are really close. Anyway,
God,
I'm
is that the time?
just gonna head
just
to the
gonna-
bathroom there.
I'm just going to go to the toilet for a long shit. So I put up my story and a lot of people
Don't
got in
even
touch.
copy the man this week. Retard.
A lot of people. Oh yeah, he does do that.
Yeah. He
I
plays
love-
the accordion, the air accordion.
That's because he's an idiot.
Everything he does is because he's an idiot. My God, did he tell the makeup one to up the orange?
Go darker.
He's gone dark. What's
I saw that as well. Yeah.
why?
Your art is nice. Listen, you've been fairly dark yourselves back in when you used to
I
wear
know,
a
we
tech
need an
and
excuse. He's none. Fucking turkey neck. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so I put up my Instagram and we got a lot of replies. I mean, hundreds. I did not expect.
So there's a lot of bad first
I
dates
did
out there.
not-
I wonder how much of them are misunderstandings, though. They're not actually.
Well, let's
bad.
see.
Okay, go on.
So the first one is, don't mention my name if you read it out. Bumped into a girl from school in Tesco's, started chatting. I can't believe it's been 30 odd years since we left school. The usual small talk, ended up swapping numbers, messaging back and forth. Arranged to meet a country pub for a drink. She turned up in white jeans. Jesus, the white jeans.
Oh, no.
A body top. She looked really nice. We sat outside on the bench in the beer garden in the sunshine, laughing and joking. I ordered some food and we ate the food, got another drink, and all of a sudden, she just went white as a ghost. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't even use my favourite word, cunt. She looked like she was going to cry. I saw a woman on the bench behind us look mortified and start laughing. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
She obviously, to what was happening, she was still oblivious to what was happening. She stood up and said she had to go. As she stood up and turned around, yep, you guessed it, she tried to squeeze a fart out and she shit herself.
Oh no, I was thinking something else.
As she wadded off, I paid the bill and left. Not spoken to her since. That's a bit fucking lousy.
That
Anyone
is
can shit their
lousy.
pants. I fucking once or twice or 10 times.
That is really mean.
That's lousy. Can you imagine how
desperate, yeah.
uncomfortable she felt?
Yeah, and the girl behind her laughing instead of wouldn't you
She's
offer your
worse.
coat and say, "Do you want to come into the bathroom
Yeah,
with me?"
that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd feel so bad. Yeah.
Oh my God. What I do there is point finger at the cunt laughing. What are you laughing at, you cunt? And then say,
take off the pants and slap her with it.
shake it up her.
That's what you get now.
That's so lousy.
That is lousy.
I would have gone and said, do you want me to go and get a show pants or something? I have something in the car.
Yeah.
Do you know? Fucking
Be
dick.
decent about it. We're all
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
I know you're going to listen to this, but I disagree with you. And you, sir, are a cunt. I won't mention names, I suppose, just in case. 'Cause
No,
this-
don't.
Yeah,
please.
leave
I'm sick
them
of
all
getting
out.
in trouble.
Okay, this isn't mine, but a girl told me once she matched with a guy that asked her to come around so he could cook her some dinner. The address was a trailer park. She still went in. She said it smelled awful, but didn't want to be rude, so she ate the dinner, went home, and got violently ill.
Oh, that was like me last night. I wasn't in
You
a
were
date though. I
trailer
got my
park?
own
First date?
food.
You were in a trailer park?
No,
What did
I
she
died.
eat?
Asked him about the meal, and he told her it was roadkill, but that she should be fine, as everyone at the trailer park does it, and they're usually fine. Oh my God, that could
That
be
absolutely is a bad first date.
That should be a crime. How you
roadkill. What was the roadkill? You know, human or
How
something. I don't know.
long was it on the road
That could be a
killed?
fucking raccoon or something.
Sure, if it's there for an hour in the sun,
That's what I'm saying.
it'd be gone a bit sour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come here.
stop.
Is paleo that you'd eat stuff that's kind of half rotten?
No.
No.
All right.
I remember reading it recently, but that's not what it was.
Okay.
I
Right.
can't remember what it was.
How
but
would people survive if that's what they were eating?
Are you regarded?
As stupid.
Excuse me there, guys. Someone messaged in there and they said, there's something about Mary and got my foreskin caught in the zip when I went to the toilet during dinner.
Oh my God.
I had to go back to the table and explain, and she asked why I couldn't just unzip. Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
It was still
Oh
caught
my
in
And
the
I
zip.
don't own one, but can you imagine?
Any sort of skin.
How'd you get it out?
I had to go back to the table and explain. She asked why I couldn't just unzip it. I went back downstairs.
How did he walk out? He must have waddled to the table in excruciating pain.
Can you imagine, like, it's just attached, and when you take a step, it's
That hurt my penis as well. And I don't have one.
I don't know. You could surely catch a flap in a zip. I mean, that would be sore too, wouldn't it?
If you're
I'd have
catching
a job.
flaps in the zip,
And the zip would have to be
you
nearly to
probably-
one side.
You probably need to go to the doctor.
Go on anyway. What
Imagine-
happened?
Can you imagine that?
What?
And then you spot it. Someone's flap out through their jeans. Excuse me, you've
There's
skin.
a lot to be said for leaving the bush there.
There is
At
really.
least there's a bit of
protection.
Bit of padding.
protection, bit of padding, yeah.
Heating in the winter.
Bit of cushion.
Yeah. Yeah.
A cushion for the bushing. So he said, I went back downstairs to the toilet to try, and when I came back up, she said, you could hear my scream from 2 stories down. That's the end of that story.
I want to know how it got out.
Robert,
We're going to need an update.
Well, I don't think that date finished on a happy note, let's say.
Oh, I'd be very sympathetic if I was on a date and that happened to someone. I'd want to help them.
No, wait, hang on.
I think
Hang
you
on,
should
hang
do-
on, hang on.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching MAFS.
You'd want to be
And
helping
MAFS
them.
is basically their first date.
Okay.
And it is so obvious when they get to the altar and they do not like the other human in front of them. So you'd be easier on a person that you
Are attracted to.
Can you imagine going on a first date and you're absolutely not attracted to this person at
You're
all? and
telling
something
me
happens
you
to them?
wouldn't be moralistic to someone who's not attractive to you, but something happens to them
Well,
that
I'd
has
try
them
and
in
help,
pain.
but then it'd be like,
that's
Bye.
probably narcissistic or something.
Yeah, there's
I'm not a
definitely something wrong with
narcissist.
her.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
I am not
Move
a
this.
narcissist.
So you don't like
Sleep
helping
back a
people?
bit.
You only help people that are good looking?
If
Oh
I'm
my
in
God, you're such a man.
Lousy. You remind me of an orange guy.
Fuck off. I do not identify with that fucktard. Thank you.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Only
Go on
help the
anyway, give us
good-looking.
another one.
I
You
hate
only-
him. And as
you
sick
only-
as I was in my bed last night after I saw that interview with Zelensky,
Made
I
you
was
sicker?
hopping with rage.
You only help people that are rich and good looking.
Yeah,
As a rule.
yeah.
There's exceptions.
Look at how
to
well
every-
I'm doing in life. Yeah, that was my plan all along.
Yeah, I'd definitely help someone out. I always help people out.
No, of course I would help someone out. Sorry, what, you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I know you'll find that kind of strange, but I do.
Chris, do you
Like-
find that strange?
No, he
Like-
does help people out, I'd say.
Like,
Give us an example.
okay, I was in a shop last week and I was getting, because my fucking printer always runs out of ink, and I was getting ink, and there was a fella at the counter and he had this like box, this fella, and I was in his 80s, and I knew by him he was looking at it, trying to
Maneuver.
eye it up to bring it out of the car. I was like, here, look, I'll do it for you. And I just went, honk. I was like, just get the door for me. I was like, oh, thank you very much. Brought
That's
it up
because
for
you
him.
got to use your mousse glaze.
Well, that's what they're for.
Fair. I can't argue with that.
Lifting boxes and helping people.
Where's my cloak?
God, wouldn't you look stupid in a cloak?
Depends
No, I
on the
look
cloak.
unreal.
In a cloak?
Yeah.
Depends on the cloak. Not
I'd
the
have
one
to
with the big
say-
white pointy hat.
Me
now.
and
None of
Freddie
them.
be like playing and stuff, and I put a towel around my neck, and I was like, Jesus. Hello, Mr. Superman.
No,
One
but
second, Freddie. 1 second. I'm like, oh. So we have. I can give out the first names. Sure, fuck it. You know what I
do
mean?
not.
So
I'm
they
sick
can-
of getting in trouble. No.
Just the first names. Rachel.
Too late.
Wouldn't let me. Also, this just starts off. Oh no, sorry, there's 2 messages.
That's exactly how he tells jokes. It's funnier if
Back
you
to
start in the
front.
middle.
front, yeah.
Okay, turned up to a first date breakfast in London. Had planned to meet him, eat, and then head out to spend the day with friends. Got there and he said, I've made you a gift. Weird but cute. Okay, I opened this box. People around us start to watch as I'm clearly uncomfortable. Inside are 50 little paper hearts that he's cut out by hand and numbered 1 to 50. I don't
Immediately no. Come
Wait,
on.
no.
1 second.
Go on.
I don't get it, he says. He says, pick 10, and then produces this magical mystery tour list from his jacket pocket. 10. He then proceeded to list out the things we'd be doing that day. Zoo, riverboat cruise, jazz club, lunch at the Ivy. It was ludicrous.
How many hours are in his day?
And I was
And how
panicked.
many GGs in his pocket?
See? Money again. It was ludicrous, and I was panicking and trying to work out how the fuck I was going to pay for all of this. He insists we do them all despite me saying that I hadn't planned on us spending the whole day together. So we head off on this magical mystery tour, and about 1 hour in, I know for certain this guy is not for me. Les, there's nothing worse. I, though, would abandon.
But you see,
I've
women
been
are
to
brought up to be
parties
polite and mind people's feelings.
And
Yeah.
out, and I've been out.
Correct.
And the very minute a situation does not suit me,
Out the gap, I know.
I've been
I
on
put on-
dates
I put-
where I knew it was a no, and I just do have a nice time, but you then leave.
I just
Yeah.
put on my cloak like this. Bye.
What would you call yourself?
Goodbye, man.
Patman.
Patman. Do you deliver sliced fucking bread in the morning?
Like
Patman.
Batman, but Patman. Pooperman.
Oh my God.
Next.
Spider-Man.
Piter. That's like how Christian used to say it when he was younger. Oh, Mom, look, a biter.
Captain.
Snake.
Captain Ireland. God, that doesn't work the same, does it?
No.
Like Captain America.
No.
Captain
Something
Limerick.
like Homelander. Palander.
Sounds like
Sounds
a really
like
weird
strange
old
buds.
Jeep.
I can't think of any superheroes. Poor. Power. Thor.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Thor, but spelt with a P. Thor. Silently.
Four.
Four. Oh, yeah. Oh, four.
Four.
He insists we do them all despite me saying that I hadn't planned on us spending the whole day together. So we head off on this magical mystery tour, and about 1 hour in, I know for certain this guy is not for me. We fundamentally disagreed on some core principles, and I kept trying to leave. He wouldn't let me.
I'm sorry, what?
Also, still insists on paying for everything and taking taxis everywhere. And when there is a point, as we're heading to the jazz club,
That's the Irish version.
As we're heading to the jazz club in Soho.
In Kerry.
I was thinking that.
At 7 p.m. by this point, fuck my life, that I realise I can't walk away and there's enough people around to do so safely. I tell him I have to leave. Thank him for everything. Throughout the day, he starts crying. Oh, Jesus, the criers.
Here we go again.
What
Oh
is
my
wrong with
God.
men?
Go on.
He starts crying and wailing.
He has no
wailing,
friends, I suppose.
And making a scene whilst hanging onto my arm. Thankfully, a couple of women helped
he a
pulling
fucking
me
child?
away. And I start laughing out of sheer fucking embarrassment. He then snaps and calls me a cunt for wasting his time and money, despite me repeatedly offering to pay half, telling me throughout the day that I think we should leave as I don't think this is working. Honestly, put me off dating for about 6 months as
Lucky
it was
escape,
so
that was.
unhinged.
I had a question near the start though. Would you be discussing, or what principles would you discuss on a first date?
I was thinking of principles. I bet you that was like religion or God or...
I suppose the conversation
Trump.
might go there, wouldn't it?
What do you think of Trump? It's class.
I'd say he has
That
a
would
couple of
be-
bodies buried.
Yeah.
What if he
If
said...
anybody said they love Trump, I'd be like,
Immediately, no, yeah.
bye.
What if he
Goodbye,
was
sir.
extremely good looking?
No,
I don't give a fuck.
No, 1 second now, not done. Extremely good
It
looking.
wouldn't matter.
Go
1
on.
second now. Extremely good looking.
Loads of money.
Billions, not just loads of money, billions. A nice dog.
What's the dog got to do with it?
I don't know, dogs are nice.
Yeah, they're nice, but
Goldfish.
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 So, like, you know, he's...
Fish smell.
Yeah.
Everything smells after a while.
I don't care what he has. Absolutely not. If he fucking shares values with that
Okay,
orange
if
thing.
he said... All right, I think Trump was kind of funny.
No, that dope. And he brought those two stupid brothers over from Romania.
yeah.
What?
What the fuck?
The Tates.
Oh, yeah.
The
he-
two Tate lads.
Apparently Trump got him
Potato
off.
heads.
Of course he did, because they like
he's-
to align themselves with
when he-
men like that.
When he gets clear, and I think Trump cleared him, he's talking about moving to Limerick.
He can fuck right off. We don't want him.
Do we have him on the podcast, though?
No.
No.
Yeah, but
Again,
we
I
could.
would
Not
No.
share space with
No.
a rapist.
No,
No.
but we could bring him on, though,
No.
and just make a fucking idiot out of him.
No.
How funny would
Could
that
you be listening to him roaring beside you, trying to talk over you, talking rat?
Like JD Vance, that fucking
Fool.
absolute fool of a man.
With his
No,
stupid
no,
eyelashes.
no.
Anyway.
I will not share my space with idiots.
Yeah, no.
Well, too late.
Not knowingly, anyway.
I have to swap legs.
Jim.
Dear Jim, what are you trying to do?
Just trying to
That was very Sharon Stone of you, Chris.
accept an Irish version. Door to a busy shop, etc.
Went on a Tinder date years ago and he brought a giant teddy bear as a gift. It was weird and matched his weird and creepy vibe. He insisted I take it home. So there I was walking through Temple Bar with a 4-foot teddy and I had a horrible feeling about it. Dumped it because I got paranoid. There was a
Fucking
camera
nanny
in it.
cam. I know
Yeah,
it.
I was thinking. She dumped it because she thought there was, not because there was. But
If he's
You just
insisting
don't
you
know
take a
anymore,
teddy
do you?
home,
even if there was no nanny cam inside in it, a fucking 4-foot teddy.
where am I supposed to
Where
keep
am I
that?
going to put that? In the
Fuck
fucking
off.
in the
Yeah,
spare
exactly.
room, is it? With
Yeah.
your weird camera.
Any men
inside, yeah.
listening to this show that think it's
Do
cute
not
to
buy
buy a
teddies.
4-foot
Can you
teddy, don't.
Can you imagine if she brought it home, right? And she puts it up in her room.
And starts moving at night.
No, puts it up in her room, right? And she's like on her phone and she's about to get dressed, and all you can hear from the teddy.
Kill it with hammers.
Wait, hang on. We glossed over the last story. Your men cut out hearts.
Oh, that was the start, yeah.
That was ages ago. Go on to the
Fucking
next one.
loser. Cut out hearts. Idiot.
No, it'd be all right if you were like a couple of dates in and semi-established, and he's like,
But you
okay.
know, I think you can get away with stuff like that if he had a really good sense of humour. He goes, look, guess what I done, right? Okay, it might be weird, but I cut a heart and there's stuff on it we can do it today if you want. I don't know if you want to. I don't really care if you're busy or whatever. Do you know, you could have played it.
Okay, so now that would depend on how good looking is. If he was good looking, you might give him a bit more
Leeway.
runway with that. And if he wasn't, you'd go, nah, mate.
Yeah, I probably presented all wrong. I got a box.
Put your hand into my
I would
box.
know.
There's 50 hearts inside in it with stuff to do. Put your finger in the box there. I can imagine you put your fingers up and they're all stuck together.
Again, that sounds like David McSavage.
Why are you sticky?
But why do fellas think that they need to do these grand gestures on a first
Well,
date?
there's no fear I wouldn't do one.
I know
not
you
on a
wouldn't.
first
You wouldn't
date.
do it for any dates. Like there's no need. just don't be fucking weird.
I don't think I've ever had like a first date like that.
I've never had a weird first date.
No, I mean like a date and a first date. Like, you know, like you go,
You've
"Hello.
never had a first date?
Hello, let's go for dinner. So, what do you, yeah.
What was your
What
first
did you
date with
do?
Lena?
I was just thinking
Was
about
it
that
the
before we
cinema,
came in.
wasn't it?
No, not really, no. I was working in the pub bouncing and she was out and I said, do you want to go for something to eat afterwards? And she's like, yeah, okay. Put her into the boot of the car, right?
Up to Supermax.
There's no
Classy.
escaping now. And we drove into Limerick thinking,
After the pub
the pub.
closed.
yeah, well, we were both kind of hungry because I was working all night and she was out all night. And I said, do you want to go and get something to eat? She was like, I think the only thing that's open is McDonald's. She was like, yeah, go in. She was like, yeah, go on, so go in. And I said, okay, alrighty then, let's go. Drove into Limerick, everything was closed. I was like, while I'm in here,
Oh, Morto.
this doesn't normally happen.
I swear this never happens to me.
24-hour shop where you go up to the window and you have to talk in through a small hole at the bottom of
that's
it.
it. You can add that to
So
the list of
annoying.
icks.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Jesus. And you pick out stuff from far away. Can I get the bottle of water over there, please?
Which one?
That one. Thanks.
Over that way.
Don't tell me Tiernan said that. Farther people are away from you, the quieter, you get.
talk. Yeah.
Oh, this is a name that would probably point out this person.
So don't.
Why is it an unusual one? Tell us the name and then just don't say it for the story.
Okay, Neva.
Oh, go. Immediately go.
Never. Isn't that a song from like the 90s?
Go on. I'll message her afterwards.
Never gonna get it?
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
one.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I was singing wrong. Shocker.
It's very warm, lads, is it?
Neva
No.
goes,
I think I still have a fever.
You do you, boo. Want the story?
Are you, boo?
Neva. Oh God, I went on a date with a guy. I didn't consider it a date. I thought we were going out as friends. Then he kept talking about Trump and Stalin.
And
And how-
Stalin.
Stalin, yeah.
Go on. Yeah.
Oh, my knees. Jesus, I don't think I was on here.
The hips don't lie. My hips are killing me.
And how he would want to make a large monumental piece of Trump. We are not even from the USA. Later that night, he texted me that he doesn't have time for me because, and I quote, I see you like me and I don't have time for you. It's hard to translate the last part from my language, but he told me not to bite for him because he is better than me. Anyway, I ran as fast as I could, and he probably still to this day considers it a date and that I liked him. Oh, and he dyed his hair to match his Trump's. Oh, an anonymous, please. I think this person used Google Translate, and Google Translate wasn't exactly efficient at translating, because I have no idea what the story means.
Basically,
He probably liked Trump, and she
he's
says,
not
I
even
don't like you.
American.
Yeah, but like Trump is big kind of in European
See what
countries.
happens when you give mediocre men a chance and they act like they're the good looking ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to have the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Same.
Of a mediocre white man behind the screen,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely that.
because there's none of that fucking hard talking up front.
Actually, I answered one or two of your things during the week just because I was kind of in the mood to fight. And I think they were bots because they didn't come back to me. I was a bit disappointed.
Anyway,
Thanks for sharing.
Safe space.
Where's the talking pillow?
Liz. Not a date, but my first kiss ever was in front of the horror section at Barnes and Noble. And I feel like that was actually an omen for how the rest of my life was going to go. Dating life anyway. Ha ha.
It could have
The
been
first
me.
kiss in
about
front of
that,
the
Liz.
horror section. Okay,
I wouldn't think that was an issue.
go on.
Chris, boy, she turned up barefoot in a sundress to a fine dining restaurant that she picked. She only looked at the prices, not the food, and ordered the most expensive of everything. The waiter told me there was a call at the bar for me, and they snuck me out the kitchen before the food arrived, but cancelled my order. Found out why
A serial dater. She does this all the time, I bet.
Found out why bar they drank at after their shift.
Yeah, a bar that they drank after their shift. Go on.
Oh yeah, and left a $50 bar tab waiting for them to say thanks.
Yeah, but they didn't explain how the bar staff knew that.
They obviously knew. See the beer there? She's riding you. And not in a good way. The bad way. Where she's going to take your money and she's going to rug you out.
Barefoot to a fine dining restaurant. Like,
What was she trying to
See,
prove?
that sounds like she's off her meds.
Yeah.
Does that say barefoot? Barefoot in a sundress, it does indeed. I was going to say, because sometimes I turn up to places like that.
Do you know where my
Barefoot.
head went?
Barefoot.
Actually, but you park your car and you have to walk down the street to get to the fine dining restaurant. There's probably like stones and pebbles and stuff, and her feet were dirty and like,
And
why
broken
would you do
glass
that?
and stuff.
Broken gla-
Imagine, yeah.
I
She
mean,
walks
injury.
through it and she doesn't flinch. What the fuck?
She's probably one of these women now that would have a baby and then go, "Oh, thank you, baby, for choosing me as your mom." You know, one of these
Oh
fucking
my God, shut
Can you imagine being the
fuck
doctor
yeah,
up.
witnessing
fuck off.
that nonsense?
Nonsense, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, we're just going to adjust your neck. Oh, you fell asleep. Justin. So I matched with this chick one time on Tinder and she was more in the hookup side of things and I was like, meh, not my bag right now. So she was like, wait, my friend would like you. So we went on a double date, me, her friend, chick I originally matched with and some random. Long story short, dude she showed up with was tweaked from the word go. The girls did coke in the bathroom all night and I was like, I'm never driving to Dallas again for this shit.
That sounds like an alright date.
What do you mean tweaked?
Isn't tweaked off their face?
Oh, is
Oh,
that?
is that what that means? I've never heard that before.
Me either.
Yeah.
Tweaked, though, is slightly adjusted. That is not a good word for that.
I think it's a good word because you're kind of tweaked or
Like we'd say twisted for
Twisted.
really drunk.
yeah.
Do
even
they
though
say
we're-
tweaked
Even though
for-
we're not actually twisted.
Yeah, twisted. Yeah.
Twisted.
I don't know. Doesn't work. Anyway,
Jack. Met her in town, went to a Chinese restaurant. She didn't like anything on the menu yet, so she chose to go there. She sat on her phone the whole time. That would annoy me.
oh, that's
Yeah,
so
that's
rude.
not ideal
Yeah.
now.
Sat on the phone. You get off your phone, you cunt. Then we went to Christmas markets, but she made it clear she wanted to go back to mine. She wasn't bothered at all, and conversation did not exist. Might as well have been mutual. We went back to my place stupidly and just sat there quietly in my room, dead silence for eternity. I messaged my maid and she rang me, telling me my friend was in hospital and I had to come quickly. Left her at the train station and ran to the hospital. So awkward and no crack. Anonymous.
How was the friend in the hospital?
Why did he go to the hospital if that was a spoof?
I think he rang his friend for his friend to ring him and say, "Oh, you need to go to the hospital right now," so
Yeah.
he could fuck your one off.
Yeah, but then
Why did the story have to be that ornate?
Okay, Mrs. Big Words.
No, but I mean, oh no, I have to go. Bye.
I can't. Can you leave my apartment now, please? I'm not enjoying.
Yeah,
Get
but
out.
you're big and scary. Like if one of us said, like, can you leave my apartment now? Buried in the garden. Following morning.
Would you bring a fella back though?
no,
No.
That's
No.
what I mean.
not unless I was
wouldn't.
packing.
Unless he was packing. Unless you were packing.
Unless I was
Oh, I
packing.
thought you said unless he was packing, as in
Sure, how would you know that?
grey sweatpants.
If he was wearing a leotard or something.
Grey sweatpants.
If he was a what?
Imagine if he turned up in sweatpants. That
Yeah,
would
but
be
if it was massive,
I
would you be
wouldn't-
like, whoa?
okay. I'll give him a go.
God, that's too long.
No, I don't think I would actually know that. There'd be something wrong with that.
Can you
I
read?
know.
Almost too good.
Can I read?
Do you want to read? You read out that one.
Go on.
Here, go on.
I don't have my glasses now. Worst,
I've glasses
okay,
here.
Please use my first name only. If you use this story, bear in mind I was a young man then. Be gentle. I know I'm a cunt sometimes, but aren't we all? Oh, okay. So he's admitting it was him. Okay. First date up in Belfast one time. Had been messaging a girl for a while and the time finally came to arrange a first date. She mentioned she was nervous and wanted to meet somewhere very casual for drinks rather than a formal dinner or anything. Yeah, okay, I can get behind that. She decided we should go to Weatherspoons as she can get a few drinks in to help with the nerves. The time was set for 7 p.m. on Saturday. I arrived at the bar about 5-10 minutes early to get a table and wait for her. I ordered my beer and sat down. At 7:05, the first text came to say she was running late and wouldn't be too long. That was okay. It wouldn't bother me to wait. Then more and more time passed. Finally, 7:45, and she was getting into a taxi. I was sceptical, of course, since it looked likely now that she wasn't coming. She asked me to order her a double gin and tonic and she'd be there by 8. I did, and to my surprise, she arrived at 8, only the hour late. Things began very pleasant. Nice greetings. She seemed a little nervous but chatty. She necked the gin in 5 minutes and asked for another, which I obliged. She necked that too. That's 4 gins in 10 minutes. She wanted to catch up.
We've all done that.
I was on my second beer.
Oh.
The chat continued, but so did the rate of drinking. After about 1.5 hours, we moved to a nicer bar and had some cocktails. Things were going okay. She eventually asked to go home, back to mine, as the bar wasn't very lively. I was unsure as things had taken a very quick turn of direction, but we got a taxi, grabbed a bottle of rosé and headed home. Let me tell you, I had roughly 0.5 glasses of that rosé as we sat on the sofa talking. She kicked the shoes off and lay down, putting her feet on my lap. Clearly the alcohol had alleviated all the nerves. 1 bottle of wine later, the snores started coming. As I tried to wake her and offer her a taxi home, she refused to stir. Eventually, wakened up for a short time and she decided she was spending the night. I went to bed and she followed. We slept. I barely slept with the foghorn going off.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I woke up the next morning to the stench of rosé wine morning breath blowing in my direction. Oh, God.
How are you?
And the discomfort of having a stranger in my bed. I contemplated sneaking out, selling the house, and never coming back. I was eventually joined in my waking state by my lovely date for the evening, who was promptly offered a lift home and we'd catch up later. The car home was as comfortable as the morning in bed, laying there awake, staring at the ceiling, wishing she'd get up and go home. She asked if we could see each other again, and I delivered the classic Chandler line from Friends. This was great. We should do it again sometime, as I sped away from her house like a game of Colin McRae rally. Oh, awkward.
Was she not mortified by her behaviour? That is ridiculous. Is
How
it?
could you think that?
How
That
would you
date
think
went
that was
well.
okay?
She probably think that's okay, yeah. Oh, I just could have had a couple of glasses of wine and fell asleep. It was really nice.
I think
Well,
we know one of
it's
them.
I know.
Perspective.
It's obviously a very normal Saturday night for her to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that then. So that's
That
why she
is
thought it was
not
okay.
And do you know what she would be now? Can you imagine being in a relationship with that type of human?
No.
Fucking high maintenance and nothing behind it. A vacuous creature.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I really feel. Bad date story. Hi, I have what is quite possibly. Do you read words backwards?
Tongue tie.
I have what is quite possibly the single worst date ever. This.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Thank you for that air horn. This was a guy, mid-30s, met on an app in his late 30s. We went to a bar on a work night. After texting for a few days, he seemed normal, so I thought I'd go and at least get a free drink out of it. I get there and we start talking about life. I mention I have kids. He makes...
Oh no.
Oh no, is this going to make me angry?
I mention I have kids. He makes jokes about disabled kids, which makes me visibly uncomfortable. So rude of him.
Rude, that's ridiculous. Fucking idiot.
What a strange thing to do.
Very strange. And if he could do
And
that on a
random.
first date,
Exactly,
can you imagine
yeah.
what he'd be doing by date 10? Do
Let's
people
shoot
date at 10th meeting? Anyway, go on.
Stops my conversation to check. Okay, where am I? 1 second now.
Oh, it's the way he tells them.
he makes jokes about disabled kids, which makes me visibly uncomfortable. Stops my conversation to check flight radar at what flight was above us. That's random.
Oh, I like that app.
Yeah, but are you going to say, do you know what I hate? Kids. Oh, look, the plane.
Maybe not in that order.
To check us, asked me when was the last time I had sex, and then it just went hard to shit. This man had a fucking screw or three loose. He is a Texan. I don't want to stereotype, but it turned out he was a stereotypical Trump supporting
Oh, there you go.
backwards
See?
type.
See, it's
Yeah.
no longer surprising then, is it?
I'm Scottish, so he tells me he stays only at Trump's golf resort in Scotland, shows me some loyalty card like it's a trophy. Then he does a fucking Trump impression and got teary when he mentioned he got shot. Oh my God.
I would
Jesus
love to go on one of those dates just to experience it.
Yeah.
I changed the conversation as we have very different views on that. Then he starts telling me about his job and some colleagues. He referred to a gay male colleague as a FUG.
Oh, the bad
and
word.
An
I'm
African.
sorry, I couldn't sit through that. No way. No.
I would, but I'd like start recording.
And put it up online.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really feel
I'm too much of a
Last
fucking
part
hothead.
again.
I wouldn't think of that, you see.
So he starts telling me about his job and some colleagues. He referred to a gay male colleague as a FAG and an African woman as a dumb
No, he didn't.
N-word. At this point, I couldn't anymore. My chosen family has a lot of queer people and people of colour. I said I didn't like the slurs, and he told me, "What does it matter? You're just a straight white woman." I responded, "I may be a white woman, but I'm sure as shit not straight." The look on this man's face was a picture. I say I'm going to go. He says he has no money. I leave money for my drink on the table.
What?
And get up to walk away.
What a loser.
He then follows me, tells me I should come back to his place because his roommates aren't home. His roommates are his parents, so I bet you.
I think he has a smooth brain.
And since I'm there, we may as well have a sleepover. He's an almost 40-year-old man. Why do you have a roommates? And at what fucking point did this seem like it was going well? And the whole date only lasted 25 minutes. Please don't use my actual name, but my friends will know.
I kind of want you to say her name. No, like that fella now. Do you know what he wants? He only wants someone that'll wash his underpants for him.
Yeah.
He thinks
Yeah.
of women as absolute shit on his shoe.
100%, yeah.
And I bet you he thinks he's a catch.
That's what I just can't fathom it.
I don't know what he looks like.
I
no
would too.
self-awareness whatsoever in their brain. What do they see when they look in the mirror, I wonder?
That kind of attitude, I bet you he's a good-looking fella. I kind of
But you know the way
expects
they
these
think they
things.
can be a 10, and if they act like that, immediately a 1.
9.
Like they're,
You know,
they're
'cause
not they're not
I
good
look
looking
down
anymore.
on a person like that. I think, aren't they a bit simple now?
I do
really?
too.
Yeah,
but you know
no
you're supposed to
intelligence.
be compassionate and try to teach them.
No.
There's no teaching. A
There's-
40-year-old man, how are you going to teach him anything?
You can't reason
put him
with the
down.
fool.
Put him down.
And not gently.
Oh, you mean with a gun?
Hard on his head.
Well, I mean, with
Kill him.
Words.
Sideways. Until we hear a crack.
Kill him with hammers again.
Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there for the date stories.
Jesus, there's no
That was
shortage of
good.
them.
No, we can do it.
We'll come back to them again next week. We'll read a few more out. So next we're going to talk about our movie reviews.
Oh, we've a new format this week.
Reviews. We're going to try a new thing out this week. We're going to get our top 3 films of all time.
Where you
We're
look
gonna-
them up and you give your... Yeah. Okay.
We're going to add up. Well, it's clearly, I didn't look them up because I always.
Clearly I don't.
And we're going to add up the IMDb's and see who wins and whoever wins.
That's
You
the
buy
end
us
of it.
pints.
One second, no,
Tonight.
actually, the loser buys around tonight.
Fine.
Round. Should we all be in rounds? Let's. I hope my stomach can
alright,
take
so
it tonight.
The loser buys the first 2 rounds,
Okay.
Fine.
and then it's rounds after that. So then you're okay.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Let's go. Ready?
Go on.
All right. Okay. I'm talking.
Shing.
Shut your ass. Shaun of the Dead
Excellent.
Is your one?
is I couldn't tell you how many
Are we
times
doing
I've watched that.
one?
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, Shaun of the Dead. I could watch that every day, all
every
day
day,
long.
yeah.
And it's the more you watch it, the more you get these little jokes in the background and everything. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fucking excellent. It's a
He gets a
horror
lot of
movie.
hate online.
Why? Simon Pegg. He's
Simon Pegg,
brilliant.
He's absolutely
Really,
excellent.
really clever. And Nick Frost. And it's just how, yeah. Anyway, it's a zombie movie. It's a comedy. Please watch it. 2004. It's actually a cult movie now. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Chris.
Okay. Which one?
Arrival.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of weeks ago. It's bloody
Stunning
brilliant.
movie.
Brilliant,
Fucking
brilliant,
love it.
brilliant.
I was going to watch it during the week, actually.
Do
Have
it's
you not
brilliant.
seen it?
I've seen it before, yeah, but it's gone
Do
from
go
my
back
brain.
and watch it again. It's better now, I think, than when I watched it first.
I watched the one with I watched another space movie instead, the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Ew,
Oh,
no.
Earth.
He's totally gone off
He's
the boil.
gone. Yeah,
Can't
no.
stand
Can you
him
imagine if
either.
there's
Yeah.
another Deadpool movie now?
But he
and won't
dies
even go
really
and
early
watch
in
The
it?
the
last
film.
one is shit.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It was, yeah.
Arrival was mine and
plays-
Declan's first date, incidentally.
Yeah, I remember that.
When
yeah.
I was watching it, right, because Leon was there as well, he plays the same stupid character in
character.
every fucking film. God, he's so
I
annoying.
can't make my mind up about his
But
wife.
it's such a good film. Do
No.
Not fully.
No.
One of them, two of them, maybe.
Yeah. No.
you know the film I'm on about now? It's about 4 astronauts or 5
Oh,
of them,
Yeah,
yeah,
Earth.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it called Earth?
and they come across this little
And
I've
he's still
seen
not
it.
listening to me. Jesus
organism.
fucking Christ.
No, it's not Earth.
Why do I bother
and it grows
speaking?
into a thing,
Yeah.
like an octopus type
Uh-huh.
thing.
Yeah.
He ruined it, but he dies early, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go
my
on,
one
what's yours?
is
What was
The
it?
Dark Knight.
That's
I
like a 9.
absolutely love that movie.
I must watch that. I haven't seen it in
God,
ages.
it's
Do you know
such
the
a
where
good
Heath
film.
turns around and he's dressed as the nurse and the hospital is behind him? He's the clicker in his hand,
And
right?
it doesn't work.
Yeah, that was a blooper.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
completely by accident.
yeah,
so
yeah.
but he stays in character when it's not working, and then eventually it blows. Bloody brilliant,
Oh my
brilliant.
God. What a shame he died.
Yeah.
You want to know? I got these scars.
Do you know who he looks like? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Like they could be brothers.
Yeah.
Couldn't they?
Don't know.
Oh, he's very good
Yes,
looking.
he's beautiful. Yeah.
Go on, so second one.
Okay. This, because I'd forgotten about it I haven't watched it in a while, but it's one of my top horror movies. And even the clip, because I've completely forgotten it. The clip I watched the other day scared the shit out of me, so I'm going to have to watch it again. Hereditary.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And that's probably one of my top 3 horrors of all time.
Yeah,
It's
very
excellent.
good.
It's so
And
It
creepy
scores
and
consistently
scary.
high with people who are into horrors as well. Like
It does, yeah. Yep, yep.
she's a brilliant horror actress.
She's brilliant. Toni
She's
Collette.
made for
She's a
horrors.
brilliant everything actress.
She's
no,
a brilliant
she's made
everything.
for horrors.
Do you think? I think she's
Made
good
from-
in every
Do you
every
remember-
movie.
her.
Do you remember her first breakout film was Muriel's Wedding?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched that
You're
in
terrible,
years.
Muriel. Yeah. Okay, so my next one is Nope.
Nope. We went to the cinema with Christine to
Oh
watch that.
my
and
God, it was
to tell you, I
unreal.
enjoyed every single moment of it. It was brilliant.
Edge of your seat stuff. What an excellent
So clever.
artistic take.
So clever.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
Have you not seen it?
yeah. I think I have.
And
It obviously didn't
Yeah,
have
it
that
was
much
good,
of an
yeah.
impact.
it just had everything, didn't
I
it?
thought it was fucking unreal.
What's that about again?
Alien, he's
The-
hiding behind the cloud,
and
and they
it's-
Oh,
need to
yes,
figure out
that
where
is
it is, and they
brilliant,
own a
yeah.
ranch with horses, and there's a
Yeah.
show,
Oh,
and,
it's so good.
and he's like a little
I love the way it was filmed.
scuttles across the sky and hides behind a cloud. He's like a real creature. It's fucking
No,
brilliant.
but you know, it's like really creepy when he's on the horse and it's like in the beginning when he first notices it. I like your man working in the shop with all the televisions as
Oh,
well.
he's
Like he gets kind of
brilliant.
roped into it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
I don't remember him now.
Oh, go watch it again. It's brilliant.
And his
I
sister's
watched it.
excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's someone.
she is.
His
That's for sure.
sister.
She is related to someone. I can remember thinking,
Palmer?
oh my god,
She's
Is that her
related to someone
like famous.
that we know. Well, like she's famous.
Anyway, we look that up in a minute. Stop. There's too many things on the screen.
My second one is
Beginning with I.
Interstellar.
There we go. That is
Interstellar.
excellent. I need
that
to watch
isn't.
that
I was
again.
going to say that, but then
Well, we
just love
discussed it
aliens.
before you came in.
Yeah.
all right.
Do you know I haven't watched it actually in years? I must go back and watch
It's
it again.
so good. It's, do you know, they're on that planet with the big waves, and there's
And the tick in the background is meant to represent.
Years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's just so much in it
that
that's
part
brilliant.
was just, oh my god. Do you want to go back into the plane? Well, what's crack? They're only gone for half an hour. Well, what's crack? It's been 48 years.
Oh, forget that bit.
Do you know the
Remember?
bit I loved was, and my jaw was on the floor the first time I watched it, was where he's looking out through the bookcase.
And he's in
and
the
it's
Tesseract.
representing, the fabric of time. It's fucking brilliant. Really, really good.
No, I think, do you know, like when people leave, do you know, and we'll be back there in half an hour, right? Okay. Fucking 48 years later, they come back.
What time do you call this?
I just can't get over that part. Do you know, when
The
you're waiting for
warping
someone.
of space time.
Okay, I have to go back and watch that one.
Do you know, come in, you know what? I'm just going to the shop. I'll be back there in an hour. Fuck, right, okay.
Going out for a pack of cigarettes?
And it was like 20 minutes ago. Gosh, back
Went
here.
out to get milk. And that was the last we saw. Do you know what I can't get over is black holes.
Do you know what I can't get over? 15 foot
Tall
wall.
walls.
What was the robot's name? Tor, was it?
No. I shared a Kit Kat there recently that represented it.
Tor.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Tau.
No.
No. TARS.
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 Fuck it.
Extra points if you can tell who did the voice.
John Malkovich.
No. You won't guess it.
No.
That's why I asked. Bill Irwin.
Who?
I don't even know him.
I know. Wasn't it really good? I want a little thing on my desk of Tars.
Just got a Kit Kat.
I don't like
It
Kit
wouldn't
Kats.
last that long anyway. Oh no, I do.
And of course, you like Kit Kats.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
really.
don't.
Wait, any
No.
way for chocolate? Yes, get into
Yes.
my mouth.
No,
Yeah,
thank you,
immediately.
sir.
Get in, jump
No,
into my mouth
no.
there until I show you
Oh,
something.
I can't wait for Easter eggs.
Cadbury's cream egg.
Cadbury's cream
All day
egg.
long.
Whisper
How do you eat yours?
with my
But you know
mouth.
who's in it as well? Jessica Chastain, and she's absolutely
Stunning.
stunningly
Yeah,
beautiful.
beautiful.
I love her.
Jessica Chastain. I don't know her.
Yeah.
now. In what?
In Interstellar. She's the daughter.
She's the daughter.
That turns out to be,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
she grows
she
up
is
to
a
be a
f-
scientist.
Yeah, I was
and of
looking
course,
up on
you have
Instagram
Michael
there.
Caine in the institute as
Michael
well.
Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, well,
Ready?
Oh, I'm a lousy neighbour.
You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Right.
Third
Third
one.
movie.
Go on.
This movie is from 2014. And the first time I watched it, just the glee, and it brought happiness to my soul. It was so funny and such a clever idea. What We Do in the Shadows.
Excellent.
Taika Waititi.
Excellent
It was
movie.
so clever.
Yeah, really
Now that
funny.
I've showed that to film to a couple of people, and it's like, why are we watching this?
What?
They don't get
Just
it.
for
They didn't get it?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, what's this part?
I
this
was
is
roaring
Oh, and you were doing this
laughing.
thing like
What's this part?
watching them for a reaction.
I got no
You're not
reactions.
reacting correctly.
Why aren't you laughing loudly?
I thought that was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
When
Like,
they
it's
meet in
so
the park
clever.
at night, the werewolves and the vampires. Oh my god! Have you ever seen them talking about that scene?
No.
Oh, watch it.
What was the
Really?
insult? Do you remember he
Oh
says,
my
Oh,
God,
that's
yeah.
really funny.
We're not we're not swearwolves, we're werewolves.
And no, apparently they were getting really pissed off with each other because it was late at night and people fucking up
Really?
their lines and all that. But watch the interview where he explains where they're doing that
Okay,
scene.
I'll have
and
to watch that.
Him describing it is even funnier than what happens in the movie. It's very funny. Yeah.
So do you know the part where he goes out and he still doesn't? He's becoming a vampire, but he still doesn't understand the ramifications of it. And he goes out and has a bag of chips and vomits blood because he can't eat them anymore. I just thought that was so funny. There's loads in it.
Yeah. Very clever.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my up there, my top three.
Yeah.
Okay,
My third one is Signs.
I do love
What
that
an excellent
movie.
movie. Oh my god. You know down the kids looking out the window and you just get the birds walking across and you're like, did I actually really see that? It's like how you'd react in real life if you did see an alien. You were like, no, I didn't actually. Did I
Do you
just
know
see
what I
it?
really
You know what's
loved
funny
about it
about
though?
that?
It was a great alien movie, but the humour in it was
Excellent.
excellent.
Yeah,
really well
yeah.
placed.
Yeah.
Do you remember Scary Movie took the piss out of it?
No, I don't
forgot
remember that.
about
It's
that.
so funny. They took the piss out of it so good, even though it's such a good film.
Yeah.
Remember
They
that
hit all
alien?
the good.
Right, so Signs, Patrick, here we go.
And my last film, which is one of the greatest film ever made.
You
Ever.
actually cut yourself.
I clipped my elbow right in the bone. And, that's going to hurt in a minute.
What did you do?
Lord my stones. I remember I watched this film back to back to back
Again and again and again.
Again and
I
again.
know exactly what you're talking about.
with Evan Singleton, the strongman. We're living in an apartment and we're like, what film we watch? We said at the same time, Team America. Team
I have
America.
to watch this.
World. You've
I
never
haven't
You've
seen
never
it.
seen it.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, is that going to be a treat for me? I'm going to watch it with Christian this
Oh.
weekend, I think.
Ooh,
Not with Christian, no.
Nah, he's old enough.
Is he?
do you remember the part? You're going to make me go into the car and suck your dick.
Okay, maybe not.
And then they go into the car. Now suck my dick, Gary. Oh, that's such a funny film. And do you remember the super intelligent computer is a stoner? Hey man,
Okay, I've not watched that. I'll have to give it a go. Right then, shall we go to our collective scores?
Go on.
We have 22.8. We'll do it this way. 22.8. We have 21.5.
And
24.9.
he's 24.9. We know that.
Nine.
Like, nine.
boing, boing, boing. One second now, let me think of the
Who's
film.
buying rounds?
Chris is buying rounds.
Yeah.
Fuck off. We can't even see the screen.
21, but I swear to God, 20.
No, I believe her. Your films are average.
All of the
they're not.
tabs are open
Your
here
films
if
are
you
really
want
good,
to.
but I knew they'd score badly.
So let's go through them.
Signs, I've seen loads of time. I love Signs.
Shaun of the Dead 7.9, Hereditary 7.3, What We Do in the Shadows, 7.6. Okay.
That was your ones.
Yep. Arrival, 7.9. Nope, 6.8.
What?
Signs, 6.8.
What the fuck is
I know,
wrong with people?
I know.
I knew
What's
it.
wrong with people?
I knew
know.
Signs a lot.
And then the ones that Patrick looked up. The Dark Knight, 9.
9.
And 9.
The Dark Knight got a
The
9.
Dark Knight, yeah, it's
God, it's our
It got
first.
a, it
Excellent.
got a 9.
9.
9.
Annoying.
That's
Shut
our
up,
first.
I'm still talking.
That's our
Jesus.
first. That's our first. That's our first. That's our first niner.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you've said it twice before as well.
Well, I just keep saying it. Interstellar, 8.7. And Team America,
6.
7.2.
Oh, I got a 7. Nice one.
The Dark Knight brought you up, lifted you up.
You raise me up.
was just
We
gonna
just
say
wanted
that.
to say
I was going to say raise.
You raise me up, yeah.
You said lift.
I think I said lift. I think that's how it happened.
That's our first niner.
9 or 9 or 5er.
Is it though?
I can never remember you saying niner.
Can you not remember like the last
9,
time
9.
you said Dark Knight and it was 9?
God, I really love it though.
It's a good one.
Do you remember he comes in behind him, bangs his head off the table? You never start with the head. It always makes us fuzzy. Do you remember that part?
You do that really well, actually.
Do you remember the Joker's under arrest at this stage, and he's in there with the detective. What's his name again? God, the detective in Batman.
Detective Batman.
The detective, and he goes, "I'm going to be back in a minute." And he walks out, and then the light kind of shines on Batman, and Batman's been standing behind him all along, and it just goes boom. Oh, never start with the head.
No.
Oh, I have to
don't
watch that
remember
again.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I've watched it a few times.
God, it's
Sold.
even the start. The opening scene is probably the best opening scene of a film ever made. Do you remember the opening scene? He robs a bank.
No, I actually
And
don't remember
each
any of it.
I remember
Joker
bits of it.
kills the next Joker so that there's only him left at the end. So it starts off with a team of 20. And his job is to kill that fella. His job is to kill that fella. And there's only him left at the end.
Oh God, it's such a good movie. But I love the Batman franchise anyway. It's excellent.
Come here.
I love him as a
out-
hero.
Any more out of your ghost?
Yes. God, so bad lately. So bad.
We should definitely put some energy talking into it. Yeah.
Lena woke up during the week, heard footsteps coming into the room. And I was like, no, you didn't. She goes, I heard dum, 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 dum. And she was like, Freddie, go into bed. Come on, now go into bed. Freddie? So she was like, okay. So she
Put the
pulled
blanket over her head, which we
head
know is classic.
and hit me a nudge. And I woke up then, right? And I was like, what? And she goes, nothing. So then the following night, I was in bed. It was cheeky as well because I was awake. I was awake, she was asleep, and I heard footsteps coming in across the bottom of a row, actual fucking footsteps. And I was on my phone. I
At
was
the
like,
bottom of your bed.
bottom of our bed, yeah. So on my phone like that, I was like, Freddie, will you go back into bed? Freddie. I was like, oh,
Not again.
where's my pillow? So yeah, there's loads of footsteps. Really fucking cheeky ghost. She's been like
Insistent on being noticed.
every week it like gets worse. So it's that happened 3 nights this week were the footsteps. But now I'm like, oh, Rich is here.
To stay.
I have arrived.
Yeah,
But why?
she something happened actually before you came into the door there. I was in the house on my own and I was kind of looking around
Oh, fuck's sake. Why don't we get to meet her?
and I
know,
saw
yeah.
the reflection of something running past in the mirror in our hallway, from the hallway,
Ew.
which is
Good sound effect there as well.
I'm like a little machine for making noises.
So she floats during the day and then she makes footsteps during the night.
The banging. It's the. Do you know what it is? It's not even footsteps. It's, do you know when you walk across the room? It's.
Oh, stop.
It's floorboards moving is what we're hearing. So
Oh,
like
that's expansion.
it's,
and
it's
contraction.
not. It's too consistent to foot like it's.
Stop doing that noise. It's tickling my teeth.
And then it stops. It's not.
It's a pity it's random and you can't know when it's going to happen that you couldn't tape it.
See, I think I'd be.
I'm showing my age
'Cause
there.
I was-
Will you tape that for me?
I was gonna like record and switch on my camera and be like boom.
Do it.
Can you imagine I saw a ghost on my phone and be like,
Smile, you're in kind of camera. Yeah, but then we could show the footage to everyone.
Oh, found
on the
footage
web.
episode.
I found footage, yeah.
Oh my God, have you seen the new horror
Oh.
that's coming out? You're going to have to come to the cinema.
No.
It's called Bring Her Back.
No,
Really, really
listen
scary.
to this.
What?
Go on.
Supernatural is coming back.
I saw it.
I
sent
actually
it to,
saw something on
I
that,
sent
yeah.
it to Lena yesterday. I was
Oh.
like, or I posted it, and Lena was like, oh, I love it. And it's Dean and Sam
and Castiel.
Castiel. All three.
It means, could I jump into like season 5 or
No.
something?
You need to fall in love with them first.
I mean, you could, but
Just start season 2.
yeah.
You know the base.
I
Season
did.
1 is kind of a bit.
I think I'm going to go back and watch season 1 because I listened to you and I skipped. I just want more.
I think it will too because I skipped.
I haven't watched TV really since I stopped. Like, I haven't been obsessive about turning on the TV because I'm still not
it's
over.
not Sammy and Dean, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, even Declan said it to me the other day. He's like, "You're still not over that," and I was like, "No, I'm not."
Did you see how he died?
Why can't I get into it?
Oh, stop! I can't even think about it.
Well,
So
who
upsetting.
died?
No one.
You can't actually for the
Dean
people that are
dies.
Dean.
Which one is Dean?
And it's so. I fucking knew it was going to
Yeah,
happen.
same.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's a little
Dean is the
spike.
main guy.
Dean is the.
What's
One of
his
the main
face?
brothers.
I know
Main
that.
brothers, yeah.
What's his name?
Jensen
Short-
Ackles.
Jensen
short hair.
Ackles, yeah.
Jensen Ackles. They're fighting these fucking vampires.
Yeah.
And next thing, there's this little rebar coming out of the thing, and he gets pushed and it goes.
Of all the hairy situations he was in, and that's how he was taken out?
No, but
Come on.
it could only happen that way because
Yeah.
all hunters die young. So, and it's always your fight scene. And something happens.
But
You're
that
just
was-
unfortunate in that fight.
That was bad enough then, but the way they played, I made it.
Stop.
Sam
Oh
grow
my
old
God,
without
yeah.
him.
Horrendous.
And what the bit that, do you remember you said about God and it might have changed your mind?
See the way God is in that he just can't be fucking arsed with humans because they're fucking so annoying.
yeah, we're just
Oh,
like a
yeah.
bunch of ants.
They're just
Yeah.
a bunch of ants that he likes to play with sometimes and fucks off.
Oh, that's really clever, actually. I like
It's like,
that.
why don't you solve world hunger? It's like, why the
Why would
fuck
I?
should I?
Yeah.
Why should I? You're
Oh, and then he
ants.
gave us Trump.
Yeah,
You are
just
ants.
because I
Sir.
can.
Good work.
Remember the time the WHO drew up a plan to end world hunger because Musk said if they did, he'd pay for it, and then
Oh,
they
then he
did, and he
didn't.
was like, "Do you know
much?
what?
Also-
Sorry, I can't. I have to buy Twitter."
How much?
What was it?
Because it's a lie. Do you know how much
not a lie.
Africa has received since 1970?
Probably not enough to cover how much we've taken from them.
Yep.
What have we taken?
Minerals.
Minerals.
I'd have no minerals. I've no minerals.
Diamonds. iPhones. Cars.
Lithium.
I've only one, two, three. I've only one phone. How much? We taken? How do you mean we taken? We borrowed it. That money was only resting
Oh
in
my
our.
God. You
Doesn't-
should work in that museum in London, the really famous one.
Those minerals are only resting in my account.
Maybe you should move to Murcaw.
Do you remember that in Father Ted?
Yeah.
That was Bertie Ahern.
No, it's Father. Oh, it probably is Father
Yes,
Ted
it
taking the
was.
piss out of Bertie.
It was.
Yes.
Yep.
But it's Father Ted
Yes.
taking the piss out of Bertie Ahern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure, yeah. That's the whole thing.
You just knew that
It was-
now as well, didn't you?
It was resting in my account. It's
Yeah.
like
Money from the GGs.
it's like the best known Bertie Ahern joke trope.
Anyway.
Wait, was it him?
Now, what? It's 25 minutes past 5.
Yeah, I've enough.
Thank you to everyone that wrote into us. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe.
We need more
Those stories
stories.
were good. I
More
want more of
stories.
those.
Send us any story you want.
Oh, I want
Yeah.
more ick stories.
Ick, yeah.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
I want dead stories where they killed someone, they got away with it.
Sure, they can't tell
you
us
can
that.
send us that.
Just give us a fucking. Don't give us your name.
Except
It's on
like,
the show, and then there's data on your phone, and then from your phone
Okay.
they can follow an IP address.
I
The
can't.
Gardaí.
Okay, so if you killed someone, set up what's the app called?
No, if
Oh
you
my
think
God,
you
are
can
you giving instructions on how to do it?
No,
Jesus
no.
fucking
If you
Christ.
think you can solve a cold case or a murder, let us know.
All you need is a VPN, right? Obviously, kill the person first, right? Then kill the VPN.
I don't know. I don't want to be involved in a crime. Thanks very much. Not that kind of crime,
I
anyway.
was going to say.
Oh,
I
have limits.
like fun crimes.
do you know what I'm obsessed with this page on Instagram? It's about these two fellas, right? And they go around, I'm going to send you the link, they go around beating up pedophiles.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
Oh, I get such a fucking buzz off of this page.
Do you know what my initial
But
thing is?
anyway,
It's because it just feels like it's. I can't get my head around it being a paedophile and they've outed this person and they're beating this guy. So my initial one goes, oh no, don't do that. and then I have to go, wait, no.
There's a reason.
There's a
yeah.
there's a
reason.
reason, a really good reason. But they have them two guys. Do you know that those filmmakers, Vice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They followed them around for there's like an hour episode where they follow them around and understand why they do it.
Really?
It's fucking brilliant.
And where is it based?
And you should see him because they do a live one of him catching a predator. So the predator messaged him and he goes, can you send me a picture of you holding 3 fingers up? So what he does is he gets a picture of him, gets the camera up like that, takes a picture of 3 fingers, gets this app. Do you know these apps that can make you look like you're younger?
Oh, right.
Do you know, like a filter? So it's a filter that makes him look like a child. So he sends him, the paedophile, this picture of him. He's posing as a 13-year-old. So next thing, and he's kind of speaking about this, and he's got this, he's such a hard cunt. So he's kind of talking around the camera and he goes, now this fucking piece of shit is a picture of this 13-year-old that he thinks he's talking to. So he goes, okay, I'm going to call him now. Hey. So he puts on this voice. It's fucking brilliant. So they're kind of chatting away from it and he goes, if we kind of keep this quiet, I don't want my dad finding out about this because, you know what he's like, he doesn't want me hanging out with men. He goes, yeah, I understand, yeah. So the pedophile's like, yeah, I understand. And he goes, so can we meet up? He goes, yeah, sure, let's meet up. He goes, have you ever met up with a child before? And he goes, I don't know if I should say it because I don't trust you. He goes, oh, you can trust me, it's okay. Well, yeah, I met up with a 12-year-old before who's related to me and describes what he does with the 12-year-old.
Stop.
On the phone, and they're like, we got one. Done.
Murder.
Into the car, catch him, and start recording him. It's brilliant. And it's funny because during this documentary, there's a police officer on it who is like, these are the fellas vigilantes, they shouldn't be doing this. They're only doing it to get paid. Do you know this sort of shit? It's like, hang on a second, you cunt. Why the fuck are you not doing this? Also, when you are doing it, you're getting paid as well. You're not getting paid to arrest pedophiles. So the fact that they upload it to YouTube, make some money out of it, not a whole pile of money. That's
why not?
Yeah, why the fuck not? Yeah.
I would fucking fund them, let alone fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Do they have a GoFundMe to keep their work going?
Their YouTube, but their pages keep getting taken down. So I shared it during the week. I think
Well, it's probably because it's like.
What? See if you did that over here.
Yeah.
I think you would fucking catch a ton of them.
I think
Yes.
what would come out of that would actually scare you. Really.
I think so, yeah, because I want to do it with another fella. And
yes,
like,
please.
And he's like, but see, the thing about it is, I'd want to do that as well. Record them. So you're a fucking paedophile. I was posing a 13-year-old. You wanted to say, you said you want to have sex with me
I'll
and slap
film
him.
it for you.
But I want to get violent with them.
Okay.
So
No,
like,
because then you get done for a crime as well, and it ends in the first episode. That's no good.
season
You
1,
keep
episode
going
1.
until he dies. Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to kill him.
But it should be done. Or even if you don't touch him, just expose him. Put him up. Say, this guy's a paedophile. Stay away from him.
Do you remember
We
that
found
happened,
him
that
out.
fella in Abbeyfield?
Yeah. That was
That was
online.
really-
That's
yeah.
an English page.
Who exposed them? They were English.
It's an English page, yeah. But I don't think there's an Irish one. And let's be honest,
We need one.
Yeah.
there's a lot of fucking paedophiles around here. Do you remember
There's
that
just
ring
lots
over?
of weirdos. Yeah. No
and-
names.
Oh,
No
yeah.
names, but like no one was fucking. I don't ever remember anyone being
But do you
arrested
remember
for that.
there was some really
I
high
don't know.
profile people involved in that one, like flipping solicitors and doctors and everything.
Everything, yeah.
What is wrong with humans? Really?
I don't know.
Well,
Get yourself a fucking hobby. Like, what the fuck is wrong
Because
with
it's
people?
so prevalent, you'd have to accept that it is part of the human spectrum of experiences, that there's just humans that are built that way.
It's just so strange.
There's
Like,
an-
what's the design of it?
There's an argument to be made, right, of if you could foster a culture where they could admit that they're like that and that you offer therapy, that you therapize them to never do that. But because it's not accepted, like, because it is what it is, that you drive it underground and that's what makes it worse.
I don't know.
Food for thought for everyone.
Thanks
But
for
it-
that.
it-
And
you're
on that
welcome.
note,
I think we should just burn them.
I think we public hangings.
Put
I
them
think,
into a
I think
little
we
room.
know exactly where you stand on
Say,
it.
hey, there's
Imagine
some
that
kids
now
in
on
there.
a Saturday evening. What are you doing tonight? Oh, we're going over there to Newcastle West. There's
Burning
a
pedos.
There's a public hanging. There's 3 of them going this evening. Is there? Oh yeah, I might
We're-
meet you there.
Oh,
What
yeah.
time is it on?
We're
Just
saying
fucking-
goodbye to 3 Peter files.
Saying goodbye to pedophiles and just sit there. Oh, boy, let's go. Do it. Or stoning them. Just fire stones at them.
Oh, that'd take ages.
Yeah, but like, do you know, if you want to
She'll
stay
be
out for a
there
few
all
hours,
evening cracking
would.
cans.
Just like a little fire, throwing stones at paedophiles, drinking cans.
You'd imagine people get violent, then
Taylor
there'd be
says you
cans
can't
thrown
hit him
up
in the
and
left
steam.
eye.
Come in, you throw a stone and it bounces off his forehead and comes back and hits you. And, I'm such an idiot.
Oh my God.
That's it. Now we're slowly, episode by episode, solving the world's problems.
Yeah, absolutely. They should put us in charge. No, actually,
No.
I can't even run a household.
I don't like getting up. Thank you all. We will see you later. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.